All right, I'm going to do one more video, just a quick one on how to use it. Yesterday, I needed to ruin my Fran, so I did it manually because this was down, but I want to show you how to do it. So if you click this box over here, it'll autofill the current sets and stats that are on that monster. So I already put in Violent Will, I have her on Speed, Attack, HP here, and then down here, excuse me, once you search for your runes, it'll show the current stats of what you have on the top line here, so you can actually compare them to the set that you're searching for. I always put plus 15. This means that it will anticipate the runes leveled up to plus 15. If they're really low, obviously it won't be able to anticipate what roles they're going to go into, what stats. So that's why it's better to have a lot of your runes in your storage already leveled up to, I usually go up to like plus 9 on them, and then it has a better idea of the stats that it can compile from there. Then over here, I also put maxed plus 12 slots for 1, 3, and 5. And then you can either, once you make your monsters on here, you can lock them so that their runes are no longer being used, that you can't search for them when you're making a monster. It won't use those runes. So like my monsters, I have a lot of them locked. Oh shit, it actually didn't lock them. Oh, that's right, I had to reset my computer. What you can do is you can go over here to settings right here and actually set it to where the monsters automatically lock on import. And I had all those locked, but then I reset my computer, so apparently it got rid of all that information. But anyways, so you can come down here and you can figure out, okay, what sense do I want? I want to search for Violent. I want to search for Will. And those are the two sets that I want them to be on. Now, if you are maybe just looking for a Violent set and it can be broken, then put Violent, nothing there, and then leave it that way, and it'll search for Violent and then 2 other random runes. If you don't want broken sets, but you don't have a particular set that you have in mind, you click this, and it won't allow it to search for any broken sets. It'll just search for Violent and then whatever your second set that fulfills the stat requirements that you're asking for. So we'll do Violent, Will, Speed, Attack, HP. So I would probably want her to have at least 25,000 HP minimum. HP. Speed, I'd like her to be at least 220. Violent, it's kind of tough, but most of my best ones are on other monsters. But this is going to search for them, so I'm not actually going to apply it. And Attack, I'd like her to get at least 1200. Okay, so these are my minimum stat requirements. All right. After you have your minimum stat requirements in here, you come over here to focus. Now what this does is it kind of decreases the amount of rune sets that it's going to search for. And what I mean by that is it basically makes it so that the runes, the particular stats have like a point required, like a point status to them. So if you're looking for a monster like this, you want HP, you want Attack because she heals based on attack, and you want her fast. So you look for those particular stats. You don't need crit damage. You don't need, really, you can have a little bit of accuracy. For support monsters, it's a pretty basic. Usually I go HP, defense, speed, resistance, and accuracy. But for her, I'll replace defense with attack. So what this does is it makes these stats have carry a weight, so that it rates them higher if they have these stats in that rune, so that it focuses more on runes that have these stats. All right, and once you have this information in, come over here and click optimize. So it's going to tell you how many build sets are possible, and then how many it found that meet your requirements. So there are, 15,000, something like that. So there's a lot. All right. So you come down here. This first one that's grayed out are her current stats. That's the set that I have on her now. Next thing you want to do is kind of tweak it. Like, if there's this many that you find, then try to narrow down your search. Okay. So, okay, 25,000 HP. Let's go to 26,000 HP. Okay. Let's go to 225 speed. Maybe 1300 attack. And you just kind of narrow it down, obviously more for what you're looking for, the best that you can possibly get. And then a lot of times what I'll do is I'll then put them in priority by speed. So see, she could be 266 speed with 26,000 HP on this Violent Will set, but all of these runes are on my Wusa, my Ciara, my Fran. I mean, they're on a lot of my better monsters. So I'm not going to change these right now, but this is just an example of what she could be if I searched all of my runes. But I'm not willing to take those runes off of those particular monsters. So once you do, if you want to though, so you click on this, it brings this up and it tells you the 6 runes. All right. These are actually really easy to find. When I initially started this, I thought, oh my God, how am I ever going to find these? It gives you the location, the monster that it's on. And if it's in inventory, it'll say inventory down here. You go, you find that will rune that has these stats, throw it on, throw all 6 of these on, and then they're on your monster. Now, when they're on your monster, what's in here doesn't affect what's on your phone. So you have to either update this as you're doing it on your phone too, which you do that by clicking up here on equip runes and then lock the runes. So then you can't take these back off for another monster, and then you close it. Or you can update it, all the stuff on your phone as you go, and then continue to make new JSON files and update them in your computer. But that's the basics of it. It's very simple, very effective, very efficient. I love it. I honestly, it changed the game for me. So